Dear ENC, greetings from Austria. This is a short message from me. I'm Robert Guttman, the moderator of the ENC Council, and would like to share a few thoughts with you on these current Corona times. Our council meeting, we had it 2.5 weeks ago, did not take place as intended in France, but had to take place as an online meeting, and we managed pretty well. We had small groups in that meeting and had the possibility in small groups to pray together. That was a very good and very positive experience. But the online meeting, of course, cannot compensate for any face-to-face meeting, and I'm really looking forward to see you in November in Wrocław. Registration is now open, so you can register for the conference, and there's a very nice cancellation policy in place until end of July. So if you register until end of July, you really get the maximum benefits out of it. Some thoughts on the time of lockdown. The Apostle Paul wrote a number of letters when he was in prison. It was his kind of lockdown mode. Also, John, when he wrote Revelation, he was in a kind of lockdown mode. So, should we be in quarantine or in a lockdown situation, let us be reminded of these biblical examples that these were times that bear great fruit. In the ENC Council, we had received a prophetic word that these were times of preparation for a great harvest. So let's prepare ourselves, let us prepare our hearts for this time of great harvest to come. We don't know what the times will bring. There's a lot of fear, economic fear, fear from the virus itself, fear, can I keep my workplace, and things like that. And when there's a lot of fear, it is easier for government to move things, to change things. And we are seeing that some governments are really taking their protective role on their citizens, and they're imposing measures on them for the benefit of the citizens. On the other hand, there's the temptation that governments may enjoy having more power and would like to exercise this to control their citizens, or other groups that would try to push and lobby for some changes, such as the inclusion of sexual and reproductive rights in the big pot of money for Corona funds, as it has been tried by abortion lobbyists to get more money for abortion due to the coronavirus in Europe and even in the United Nations. So we as Christians need to be aware and alert that there is potential for change to the good and to the bad, and we should really engage in prayer and be attentive to what is going on. On the other hand, these Corona times are also a time of great blessing. Many of us have been forced into live streaming, and there is some blessing on that. In the parish of John Proctor, the number of people following services over the internet has increased, and the whole number of people watching the service is like 3 times than would meet face to face. So those being in quarantine, those not being able to come for health reasons, those that would like to attend the church service but could not be there due to distance, all of those can join in. So what Corona time has brought, it is breaking away the church walls. It's a church without walls that is now possible. We've been forced into that. It was possible before, but we did not engage in that. And it makes it easier. It's much easier for an individual to connect to a live stream than to go to a church service or a community service for the first time, knowing maybe one person or a second person and nothing else. So this is really taking away the barriers, and possibly these online meetings, online streamings, live streamings will be things that have come to stay. I would like to emphasize one statement that was made by Ruta in our council meeting. Relationship is the currency of heaven. And I would agree on this. Life is all about relationships. It's about our relationship with the Lord. It's about family relationships. It's about community relationships. It's relationships at the workplace. Relationships is the currency that makes us alive. It's not the projects, it's the relationships. So let us use these Corona times to be a blessing in our relationships, to get our relationships in order, that we are prepared for that what is to come. I would like to emphasize some verses from Psalm 1, where it says, God blesses those people who refuse evil advice and won't follow sinners or join in sneering at God. Instead, those people find happiness in the teaching of the Lord. And they think about it day and night. They are like trees going beside a stream, trees that produce fruit in a season and always have leaves. Those people succeed in everything they do. No matter if it's in lockdown mode or it's in normal mode, let us be these trees planted at the riverside, bearing fruit at any time. Father in heaven, I thank you for the opportunities you've given us during these times. Please lead and guide us, that we would strengthen our relationship with you, and many people would come to know you in a personal way in these times. Thank you, Lord. I wish you the best for all your families and communities. May these be times of great personal growth for yourself.